So if you were here last week was the why of what's happening with the campaign. We shared some vision pieces with you. We handed out the booklets that I hope that you got a copy of. If you did not get a copy of this, there are plenty in the Connection Center, so grab one of these on your way out. There's some vision pieces involved. There's also a 40-day devotional from Bob Goff that we're all going through together. So this is a tremendous resource that I want to make sure every one of you have a copy of. But last week we did not do the what. So last week was the why. This week is the what. And so we want to unpack for you just what exactly we're raising money for and awareness of in this next campaign that'll encompass the next 3 years here at our church. So what we shared last week was this is a Compassion First campaign, which means 10% of everything that's given to the campaign are going to go to a compassion project. Okay, we've got several compassion projects. You see that on the backside. It says Compassion First. And so what we've done is we're partnering with Bayside with this initiative, and we've picked some of our own local projects, and then we've also picked some larger ones, one of them being the Faith Alive Hospital, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But if you look in the back there, so a Woman's Friend, we're all aware of a Woman's Friend, our local crisis pregnancy center, grateful for Kristen and her staff and team and all that they do. The Hands and Feed Food Pantry, which is our food bank that we support each month. So Powerful, which is a ministry in Zambia. And then Twin Cities Rescue Missions. Those are all ministries that are all local, have local ties, and are doing just tremendous work. We want to make sure we're supporting those. So some of the other projects, a little larger scale. The first one is The Chosen. You guys, how many of you are familiar with The Chosen, the TV show? And so it's a great opportunity to just get behind them and some of the work that they're doing. Apex is a paid summer high school internship program. And so this is going to create a little bit of funding for us to be able to hire high school students to do the stuff during the summer that we don't want to do. Oh no, that's not what we put in the handout. It's in really, really fine print. If you're a high school student here, we love you. We want you to get involved. We've actually been running an internship program for the last 2 or 3 years, but it's been an unpaid thing, and this is going to provide some resources for actually pay some high school students and give them some job experience, work experience, ministry experience. Really excited about that. Faith Alive Hospital, which you just saw the video of in Nigeria, getting behind them. And then 2 others that we're familiar with, Convoy of Hope and Agape International Mission AIM, which deals with sex trafficking and whatnot. That was the trip I took a couple years ago to Cambodia. That's one of the main places where they serve. So again, 10% of everything that comes in is going to go to one of these compassion projects, with the exception of we're doing these things because, as we mentioned last week, this campaign is about 100% participation. We do have some monetary goals, but our main goal, our primary goal is 100% participation, every single person doing something. And so to that end, we've got the kids today are getting these little banks, okay, that they can take home. And 100% of what the kids raise, because Commitment Sunday is March 15th, so we're about a month away, 100% of what the kids raise is going to Faith Alive Hospital, okay? So on March 15th, the kids are going to go from the kids area, they're going to come up on stage, they're going to bring their banks, they're going to offer their gifts to the Lord for that particular compassion project. And so parents, be on the lookout for this with your kids as they go home today. They are kind of small, so if you fill yours up and want another one, just check with Miss Darcy, and we'll be sure to get you another one. And then our teenagers, we have Pringles cans for our teenagers, and they're actually full of Pringles, so they actually get a little something in here. And the teenage project, again, 100% is going to a Woman's Friend, okay? So teenagers are getting Pringles cans, kids are getting the little crayon banks, 100% participation. We're excited about this opportunity and looking forward to what God is going to do there. Now, and then the rest of us, adults, we're going to have more information for you next week on what that commitment looks like with the card and all that kind of stuff. So on the other side, the front side, the Yuba City initiatives, these are the things that we're looking forward to trying to get done. Okay, so what are the projects? Well, again, number 1, 10% Compassion First. Then we have a baseline goal, we have a challenge goal, and then we have a faith goal. So baseline will allow us to do some of these things. The challenge will allow us to do more of these things. The faith goal would allow us to do all of these things, which would be really, really tremendous, again, over the course of 3 years, okay? So not necessarily in any particular order, but number one, a splash pad and playground for the kids, okay? We'd love to create some space out here on the north side of the building. There's nothing developed on the north side of the building. We want to do some development there, create some space for children, for families, for moms in the summertime to come, shade covers, all that kind of stuff. So we want to create some space out here for that. We want to do some strategic staffing. We need some more pastors around here. We need some more support staff around here. And so this will help us fund some other positions in the church that we believe will be beneficial as we continue on with the ministry. The cafe coffee shop, full remodel. So the kitchen, the cafe, all of that completely done from top to bottom. Anybody else excited about getting that thing done, or is it just me? Like, I'm so looking forward to having that thing done. And so that's one of the main projects we're going to be trying to get done. And so looking forward to, again, it's not just a cool place for us. It's a place for the community, a place where we can have people gather, a place that can be open, a place where Bible studies can happen, small groups can happen, conversations can happen, little bookstore, swag shop, like those kinds of things would be really, really great. Eliminate debt. So one of the vision pieces that you saw in here was about slaying the debt. And so as we think about both our mortgage and our construction loan, those are two things that bundled together. We would love to eliminate as much of that as possible. So that's one of the goals of the campaign. And then a kids and students area refresh. And so just looking at different parts of the building, it's hard to believe, but in just a few months, we will celebrate 5 years in this building. It's unbelievable that it's already been 5 years. And so there are obviously some things that need to be finished, like the cafe and other places, but there's some things that are just in need of a little bit of a refresh because we've been using the building so much over the course of the last almost 5 years. And so those are some of the projects that we have lined up for this initiative. So again, baseline goal, $2 million. God provides that. That'll be $200,000 for our Compassion First projects. If we are able to meet the challenge goal, $4 million, that's $400,000 for the Compassion First projects. And then, of course, the faith goal, which would take care of everything, $6 million, that would be $600,000 just going to the Compassion First projects. And so we're very, very excited about that. One last thing, and then we're going to get ready to dive into our message that I wanted to address in the booklet. This question's come up a couple times this last week, so I just want to provide as much clarity and transparency as possible. A couple of people have raised question about their, Bayside Slay the Debt section in the booklet because they reference there that the organization has $30 million of debt, which looks like a really big number, and it is. I'm not trying to downplay it, but trying to just put it in perspective. It's not a shortfall. It's what they own and their assets of their properties. And so if you take a look at that over the course of 9 other campuses, that's really only $3 to $4 million per campus, which is exactly what we have. We have a little bit less than $4 million of debt that we owe on this building with our mortgage and our construction loan. So I know there's a couple different ways of looking at that. I'll tell you the way that I'm looking at it and the way I'm processing it is I'm super excited about the desire to eliminate debt and to get rid of debt and for that to be a priority for them as it should be a priority for us. Think about this, we spend just on our debt $23,000 a month. That's our mortgage and construction loan, $23,000. We could do a ton of ministry for $23,000 a month. I would much rather see $23,000 a month going to ministry, staffing, programs, than just paying this off. So that's where the heart of that is about. And again, if you have any other questions, please let us know. But we're excited about this season that we're in. Pray for us. And we're excited about where we are going next.